As the regular season of the Basketball Champions League continues here in Group C, with ERA Nymburk hosting Nizhny Novgorod. Fans already taking their seats, excited for this one because Nymburk were able to celebrate last week with not only beating the imperious Iberostar Tenerife side, but by doing so they guaranteed their spot in the playoffs when they get underway in around 5 or 6 weeks' time. So here's a look at the games on game day 12 of the Basketball Champions League in Group C. There's plenty of action coming. 3 games today and then 1 game tomorrow in this group. Great to see young kids coming in, people of all ages flocking to watch the Basketball Champions League, and yeah, they should be in high spirits as well. The home supporters here, as I mentioned, they've already guaranteed their spot in the playoffs when they get underway in early March. As we have a look at the Group C standings, now the only 2 sides that have already confirmed their playoff spot are the top 2, Iberostar Tenerife and Basketball Nymburk. Nizhny Novgorod, they're sitting in 3rd spot. There is a possibility this evening that they could also clinch their playoff position. They would have to win here today and also hope that results elsewhere go their way, but a good opportunity nonetheless for Nizhny Novgorod to try and join Nymburk in the playoffs when they get started. Let's have a look at the 2 rosters then. First of all, Nizhny Novgorod, and one of the big battles on the floor today will be between Zach Hankins and Darlin Willis, as the Novgorod big man is averaging 14.6 points per game and also picking up 8.1 rebounds a game as well. That puts him 7th in the league in total. Brandon Brown has been key as well this season, averaging 13.7 points per game as well as 5.5 assists. So there's just a couple of names to look out for on the Nizhny Novgorod roster. As for the home side, well, unsurprisingly, they've been reliant on Wojtek Hruban shooting so far this season. He's averaging 14 points per game, and he has been ably supported as well by Zach Hankins, who I've already mentioned. The big 2'11" man, just 23 years of age. He's averaging 11.8 points per game to go alongside his 7.5 rebounds as well. So there's really intriguing battles all over the floor here this evening as Nymburk host Nizhny Novgorod on game day 12 of this season's Basketball Champions League. 3 more game days to go, including this one, so just 2 more weeks after this game day finishes, and then there'll be a couple of weeks break before the playoffs start in early March. So it's one big final push right towards the end of the regular season. So the Nizhny Novgorod side will just be introduced to the crowd here. 5 of Nizhny's last 8 games have been decided by a margin of just 3 points or less. That includes 2 of their 3 road games in that span as well. So if that's anything to go by, we should be in for a really close game here this evening. Yevgeny Papyurin there, you can see second in. Plenty of international experience for him as well. And now the home sides can be introduced to their supporters. Nymburk, of course, won the reverse fixture in Russia, 82 points to 73 on that occasion. However, that was behind 19 points from Ivan Almeida, who unfortunately has since parted ways with the Czech champions, so someone else is going to have to try and step up here this evening. And they really have looked a bit of a force to be reckoned with so far this season, have ERA Nymburk. What a win it was last week against Iberostar Tenerife. Hardly anyone goes to Spain and actually beats them. It snapped an 8-game winning streak for Tenerife when Nymburk actually went and beat them 7 days ago. So they will be absolutely full of confidence and raring to go here this evening. Try and back up that win. Have only lost 2 games in the regular season, have Nymburk. One of those came on game day 4 at home to Iberostar Tenerife. They lost by 10, 68 points to 78. And the other one came away on game day 7 to the Peristeri Windmasters, 75 points to 65, so another 10-point deficit. But since then, they have been absolutely perfect, so they have not lost since game day 7. They're on a really nice run. And here at home, just that one defeat to Tenerife, so they love playing in front of their home crowd. They've made this venue into a bit of a fortress. We're about 50 kilometers to the east of Prague. Going to be so important for Nymburk not to allow their foot off the gas, because every position that they can, in theory, finish, they should guarantee themselves an easier route through the playoffs. Of course, it doesn't always work out like that. They unfortunately know that they will not finish top of the group, as we just have a look at the officials. Mazzoni of Italy, Lichka of Poland, and Yalman of Turkey, the 3 overseeing this game today. Yeah, there's no chance of Nymburk actually overtaking Iberostar Tenerife in Group C. That's because their head-to-head Tenerife have actually outscored them, so Tenerife will finish above Nymburk no matter what happens over the next few games. As we have a look at the Nizhny Novgorod starting 5, they go with Michael Jenkins, Anton Astapkovich, Brandon Brown, Alexander Chadov, and Darlin Willis. Anton Astapkovich there, you can see, the only player to have started all 11 games with Nizhny Novgorod this season. And there is Zoran Lukic, the head coach of Nizhny Novgorod, been here since about 2017. It's actually his second spell in charge of the side. He was here between 2008 and 2014 before leaving to go to Banvit for 12 months, before then re-signing back in 2017. As for Nymburk, they go with Dushwan Buka, Jaromir Boecic, Hayden Dalton, Zach Hankins, and Wojtek Hruban. Plenty of experience, and they've got the outside shot there of Wojtek Hruban and the big presence underneath of Zach Hankins. You can understand why they have been so impressive. Oren Amiel is the head coach for them, the Israeli. We are pretty much ready to go. Home fans always so important. They will do their utmost to get their team over the line here. Can Nizhny Novgorod join their opponents today in the playoffs? One key area today for Nizhny Novgorod to try and compete is on the boards, because certainly the stats coming into this game suggest that they are going to be out-rebounded today, averaging 29 defensive rebounds a game, and Nymburk, compared to just 25 for Novgorod, they're also averaging 15 offensive rebounds a game compared to just 10 for Nizhny Novgorod. So big difference there. But other than that, the stats suggest that it may well be relatively close. Certainly the two-point shot almost identical. Three-point field goal percentage, Novgorod's actually better. this should be good. It is game day 12 of the Basketball Champions League. It's CRA Nymburk hosting Nizhny Novgorod. And we're off and running. Finds a route through, just had it stripped off him. Good hustle though to keep possession. Shot clock is counting down here to 4 seconds. Zach Hankins is going to have to try and do something. In the end, the ball goes out of bounds, and with just 0.5 seconds on the clock, Nymburk will still keep it, but this is going to have to be a pretty quick inbound pass and then just a catch and shoot. Good defensive possession to start off here for Nizhny Novgorod. It's up and it's down. And that is beautifully done. 0.5 seconds on the clock, but Hayden Dalton just throws up the three. And Nymburk off and running. Here's Brandon Brown. A lot of the time, the ball will remain in this guy's hands. Found a way through as well, but it's not going to count. He's called on the travel. And Novgorod will turn the ball over. Here is Jaromir Boecic, Czech international, as is this man, Wojtek Hruban. Poor hands from Hayden Dalton, and now the fast break is on down the other end. Throws up the three, looking to try and make it. And a couple of threes to start off. Brandon Brown knocking this one down. And now straight up the other end of the floor. Big block, but the whistle was already blown. One of those games that we were expecting to be good. Two sides that have come into this with plenty of confidence. First trip to the stripe then. Deshaun Booker. Makes them both. Really good crowd in, isn't it? I've really enjoyed coming to watch their side this season in the Basketball Champions League. The option at the top of the key, Darlin Willis, not so necessarily one shooting the three. Sets a screen for Brandon Brown. Just about able to recover, keep the ball alive. The right-hand jump hook shot is no good. And the rebound is brought down. Now Deshaun Booker trying his luck from the outside, makes the 3 and 1. And Deshaun Booker has the chance for a 4-point play. A great start for Deshaun Booker. A couple of free throws and then knocks down the 3-point shot as well. Heads back to the line. Very much like his first free throw today. So Nymburk have opened up a 6-point leads. Here's Michael Jenkins. Jenkins trying his luck from the outside, and at the moment it is raining threes. 2 threes apiece for each team. Jenkins off and running. Really nice tempo to this game in the early stages, and now it's Darlin Willis' turn to fire from beyond the arc. No good on this occasion. Hayden Dalton, he's already made 1-3. Tried to lay that one in high up off the glass with his left hand. So another 14 seconds on the clock. Oh, it's the right idea, just wasn't quite on the same wavelength. And now Brandon Brown can lead the fast break, but how about that for some transitional defense and the steal from Deshwan Booker. What a start he's made. 6 points, now a steal as well. Wojciech Hruban throws up another three. Deshwan Booker this time can't get it to fall, and Stupkovic brings down the rebounds. Now Michael Jenkins, second three for Michael Jenkins. And Nizhny Novgorod level it up at 9 points each. Both sides shooting that three-point shot really nicely at the moment. They all look in a good rhythm, really fluent when they go up. Here's Zach Hankins, this is where he's dangerous. Hankins gets the finish on the reverse. Brandon Brown. Brown, nice bounce pass, and the big flush from Darlin Willis. Willis up against Hankins. That is going to be fascinating as this game goes on. Here is Hankins. Drives to the baseline, tries to throw it up, no good. Once again, the fast break is on here. It's 2 against 2 for the time being. They've eventually got plenty of bodies back. So Darlin Willis pulled on the travel. So Willis heads to the bench. Alexander Gankovic is the man who comes in. Here's Hruban. They could just get Wojciech Hruban firing early on as Jaromir Boacic draws the foul as he tried to throw one up left-handed. So Boacic heads to the bench. Another man with plenty of experience, both domestically and internationally, Petr Bender. Brandon Brown halfway through this opening quarter now. See Nymburk getting to that foul line 5 times already, making 4 of them. Nice spin and a nice finish as well. In traffic there, but Astupkovic makes it, and Nizhny now leads after trailing by 6 in the early stages of this opening quarter. Here's Booker. Slow it down up against Hayden Dalton here. Bit of a mismatch in terms of size. Now the 3 on the way And rarely a three actually misses. They get the offensive rebound, and another three-point shot just doesn't quite get the roll. And now Nimba can bring it forward with Ruban. Ruban very nearly throws it out of bounds. Good hands. Back out to Dalton. And now they have lost it. Petter Bender, poor handling from him, and now throws up the alley-oop, makes it, and one. Lovely pass from Brandon Brown, and Alexander Chadov was the man going up. Made the two. Dalton called on his first foul, and a chance for a three-point play here for Nizhny Novgorod. So can't convert on the three-point play. Rebound was brought down by Martin Klisch, another one who's had international experience for his country. Here's Ruban again. Done a good job marking Ruban. He steps back, throws the three, and that is why you've got to do a good job marking Wojciech Ruban, because you give him any kind of space, he will just punish you time and time again. And Ruban is off and running. Drives inside, draws the foul. So Pavel Antipov and Ivan Strebkov come onto the floor. Alexander Chadov and Brandon Brown check out of the game. So Jenkins up to 8 points personal now, as Bender throws up the jump shot, no good. Offensive rebounds and draws the foul. So Martin Klisch, the man who heads to the stripe. Not normally a great free throw shooter. He's only averaging 50% in the Basketball Champions League this season. No surprise that he misses both. Draws the foul. Yeah, it's an easy finish. So Nizhny Novgorod just increasing their advantage to 4. Just over 2.5 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. Here is Martin Klisch again. Good hands to prevent that ball going out of bounds. It wasn't the greatest pass to Pavel Pumperla. So another venture to the line. Nizhny Novgorod inside the penalty now for the next 2 minutes and 33 seconds. So still just a one possession game, 19 points to 16. Evgeny Baburin, now Strebkov. Shot clock is counting down to 3. Great pass. Brilliant vision to find his man underneath, and it was just a simple layup from Jankiewicz. He's up to 4 points personal. The lead is 5. Rogic. Rogic, good penetration from Rogic, who is fouled. Just couldn't quite make the 2, but he will head to the line and shoot 2 nonetheless.
Poslední chvíli se dopustil Aleksandr Jankiewicz na první faul dnešní utkání z trestné body. Provádí Roko Rogic.
Officials just want something looked at here. So he's had to wait a little patiently to take this free throw. Rogic, the man at the line. .7% from the foul line so far in the Basketball Champions League for Roko Rogic. Here's Brandon Brown. Now Baburin. Ivan Strebkov. Already a couple of assists for Strebkov. He's calling for help. Strebkov just has to throw it up, and he makes it as well. Knew that the shot clock was counting down. Nice pull-up jump shot from Ivan Strebkov. In traffic, can't get the right-hand shot to go. Last touch was off Nymburk, so Nizhny Novgorod will get it again. The full court press here. Nymburk, just to try and give Nizhny Novgorod something else to think about. This will be a 2 if it went, which it didn't, just came up short. Offensive rebound, no, now the little up fake, puts it up and 1. Ivan Strebkov again, he's had some really nice minutes since coming onto the floor. Beautiful little up fake, first of all, just to send the defender, and made no mistake in putting it away with the contact coming as well. So Strebkov now with the opportunity to convert on the three-point play, which he does. And Nizhny Novgorod just beginning to pull away here at the end of this opening quarter. Their lead is 8, the biggest of the game so far. Drives inside. Oh, great defense. How about that for a block? And keeps it in bounds as well. And now the fast break is on. Throws up the alley-oop ball, and that would have been some team play from the block down the other end. He just couldn't quite make the two. Nice spin towards the hoop, and he gets the roll as well. Martin Krisch brings the lead back down to 6, and we've inside the final 10 seconds of this opening quarter. Strebkov for 3, comes up short, and the buzzer goes. So far, so good for Nizhny Novgorod, looking to try and book their spot in the playoffs, remember. After 1, they lead Nymburk, 26 points to 20. 2-point shot is really poor for ERN Nymburk. 25%, just 2 for 8 from the field. Compare that to Nizhny Novgorod up at 70%. So it's certainly something that Nymburk will want to improve upon as this game goes on. Here's a look at the highlights from that first quarter. So second quarter just about to get started as the band try and find their voice as well. Nizhny Novgorod leading by 6, 26 points to 20. Novgorod with the opening possession in this second quarter. Antipov back to Willis. Now Brandon Brown back on the floor. Back out to Brown, right at the top of the key. Shooting the 3 and nailing it as well. Brandon Brown getting Nizhny Novgorod off to the dream start in this second quarter. The lead is 9. Brown is up to 6, 2 for 3 from beyond the arc so far today. Jaromir Bohachik doesn't get the roll, and the rebound is brought under by Evgeny Baburin. Now the fast break down the other end of the floor. Willis draws the foul. Chance to make it a double-digit game here. Still only 23 years of age is Darlin Willis. 24 years of age, I should say. Birthday today, of course. So, double-digit game. The lead is 10 once again. Possession back in the hands of Nizhny Novgorod just doesn't get the roll. The rebound is brought down by Deshuan Bukha, who's been the standout player really for Nymburk so far. 6 points for him. Oh, what a shot. Turned around, made the 2 and 1. And converts on the three-point play as well. Gets Nymburk back to within 7. Here's Brandon Brown. Back outside. This will be a 2 if it goes from Willis, which it does. And Darlin Willis is up to 5. It's Deshuan Bukha. Bukha pulls up, makes the 2. Deshuan Bukha continues his good start to this game. He's 2 for 4 from the field. Up to 8 points for him now. That field goal percentage just improving from Nymburk, down at 25% from 2-point range in the opening quarter. Something that really had to improve, and quickly. Willis left the ball behind. It's tipped out of bounds, though, by Pavel Pamperla. So Nizhny Novgorod will keep hold of it. So Nizhny Novgorod call timeout.
6 seconds. 6 seconds. So, be ready for the line zone. Line zone, you're making screen. Pasha, small, get open, has the ball. Look at him for a shot. Nothing, Pasha, shit. Okay? Move away the ball, okay? Yeah. Be ready, open. And focus to score this, okay?
Остап, я в корнер. Брэндон, you go where?
Да.
Мне в корнер?
Yes, yes.
Да, ты идешь в корнер. Хорошо.
Ты в корнер Куба пасуешь.
Хорошо.
You up, you're here. Let's try to score. Nothing, long pass. Double back beat. Double. Big guys, let's go.
Let's go.
Нижний.
Hey, 6 секунд.
So the lead is 7. We've got 7.5 minutes to go. Oh, Brandon Bukha has his shot blocked from Pavel Pamperla. And there is now just 3.8 seconds left on the clock here. Throws it back outside. Willis knows that he just had to catch and release. Pamperla with the rebound this time. Good defensive possession from Nymburk. So they've got the miss. Can they make down the other end of the floor and eat into this 7-point lead? Deshuan Bukha. Bukha is going to be a 3 if it went. It didn't. And the rebound is brought under and then straight into the hands of Brandon Brown. Brown, lovely pass from Brown and an easy 2 for Willis. Willis up to 7. And Brown collects his 5th assist of this game already.
Osobní chyby se dopustil hráč Kostí s číslem 44, nyní Faburin. Má třetí osobní chybu, utkání odchází střídat. Hráč ještě se vrací s číslem 1 Michael Jenkins.
Shot goes up, just comes up short. Deshaun Booker with the offensive rebound and drew the contact. I think he wanted a foul as well. It was Willis who came in strong, but didn't get the call, made the two anyway. And now the high court press pays off, and they've immediately been able to get the steal here, Nymburk. Here's Boacik. Deshaun Booker again. Throws it back outside. Wojtek Hruban, who's been kept a little quiet. Well, that's beautifully done. He made that three in the opening quarter, did Hruban, but other than that, we've not seen a huge amount of him, but up to 5 points, and that lead is back down to 5. Now the three is good. Pavel Antipov making his first points of the game. 5 for 11 from three-point range. It was one area coming into this game that Nizhny Novgorod were well ahead of their opponents. Hayden Dalton found the gap, and now the fast break is on down the other end of the floor, and that will count. Goaltend is called. Needs some help up against Michael Jenkins. And again, back into the low post. Nice little turn, and just about gets the roll as well. Good finish from Jaromir Boacik. Always difficult for the left-hander as well when you're spinning away to the other side. Shooting off balance. Just the three is knocked down. And he's fouled, and it's another chance for a 4-point play here. Michael Jenkins is on fire right now for Nizhny Novgorod. Up to 13. 4 for 4 from the field, and again it's a chance for Nizhny Novgorod to try and make it a double-digit lead again. Foul goes on Jakub Tuma, his first foul of the game. He does indeed convert on the 4-point play. So Jenkins up to 14 as Hruban looks to try and make another two for himself, which he does. Wojtek Hruban again doesn't look too happy with the officials there. He thought that he should have had the foul called. Here's Brandon Brown. Brown is called on a travel. So again, they've got the miss here, have Nymburk. How can they make down the other end of the floor? Hustle underneath the hoop between those two again, Zach Hankins and Darylyn Willis. .1 seconds on the clock here for Nymburk. It's a poor inbound pass, and they have it stolen. It's beautiful ball movement this. He took off in the runway. Just too many defenders back there for him to make the dunk. They've still got hold of it here, and Willis goes up again, has his shot blocked, but is still able to keep control of the ball, not once, but twice. Great work on the glass from Willis. And now Brandon Brown. Brown just shooting up the three, comes up way short, and Ruban is eventually able to bring down the defensive rebound. And Nymburk are back in possession once again, not for long though. That's good defense from Nizhny Novgorod. Now Brown on the reverse makes the layup. Brandon Brown springing the fast break for Nizhny Novgorod again. It is a double-digit lead, and a timeout is called by ERA Nymburk.
Weapon. They playing red all the way. Every loose ball is there. We don't take the ball. Second, they run on us. You know how many fast break they have? It means that we don't go to offensive rebound, we don't delay. We play halfway. We need to come back to the habits we have. To real actions.
Everyone enjoying it tonight, although they may not be enjoying the scoreline right now, the home supporters, because Nizhny Novgorod have come here to play. They know that there is the potential for a playoff spot if they end up winning this game today. And right now they lead by 10. We've got 3 minutes remaining in this first half. It back outside. Now Dalton, he's already made a three today. Can't make this one. Offensive rebound now. The last touch was off. Nymburk and Novgorod get possession. Is Ivan Strebkov, 5 points and 3 assists for him so far. Willis comes out, sets the screen. Strebkov shoots the three. Willis is there to bring down another offensive rebound. That's rebound number 5 for Willis today, to go with his 7 points. This will be a long 2 if it goes, which it does. And Nizhny Novgorod's, and more importantly, Michael Jenkins just continue with the hot hands. 16 points now for Michael Jenkins, 5 for 5 from the field. The lead is 12. 2 minutes to go in this fascinating first half, as Pamperla couldn't make it, but Zach Hankins is on hand to throw it back in. Big play from the big man. Foul is called on Wojtek Ruban. So Petr Bender comes back in for Nymburk. Zach Hankins checks out. Brandon Brown is also back on the floor for Nizhny Novgorod. Here he is. Novgorod, it's a beautiful bounce pass. Drives to the baseline and throws it down 2 hands. Chardov. Chardov up to 4. shot, but gets it to go. Spinning away to his left-hand side, Pavel Pumperla. And they finish this first half strongly, IAR Nürnberg, trailing by 10. Off target, and now a chance to eat into this double-digit lead. Tuma. Now Dalton tried to throw up the little up fake. The defense was having absolutely none of it. Offensive rebound by Petter Bender, who can't make the two, but he will head to the line and shoot two. Yet to miss from the foul line in the Basketball Champions League this season is Petter Bender. You'd expect both of these two to fall. Stays perfect from the line. Makes them both lead back down to 8. Oh, now he's got the steal, Wojtek Kruban. Great anticipation and reading of the game from Wojtek Kruban with the steal. And this is exactly the end to this half that Nürnberg were after. Kruban is up to 9, the lead is just 6. Lukic not happy as he calls timeout for Nizhny Novgorod.
Back through the middle, little Kurats, you are not, no need to set the screen. Second, you are opening. You're not ready to pick it up the ball. Next play. This could be hard to work. It's like a kid basketball. To lose the ball like this. Let's go for it, man. Hey, it will be press again. Make a line, good opening. Through the middle. Hello. Line, man-to-man press. If it's man-to-man, zero Pasha. And read for him for a pop-up. Let's go. Easy. He's still on you. Stay out of sight.
Fairly impassioned Zoran Lukic during that timeout, not happy with how his side have perhaps just switched off slightly over the last 30 seconds or so. The 10-point lead is back down to 6. Chance for a 2-for-1 here for Nizhny Novgorod if they're quick. And Brown, they thought they'd actually forced him back over the half court, but in the end the foul goes on Petter Bender. You can hear what the fans make of that. That's a lovely pass coming in from the baseline. And Antipov makes it pretty simple too. Perhaps the last possession of this opening half will belong to Nürnberg, a side that have already qualified through to the playoffs. They've lost possession. She's going to have to throw it up from the half court, comes up way short, and the buzzer goes. And that will be that for the opening half. It's so far so good for Nizhny Novgorod. They lead by 51 points to 43. Well, Nymburk certainly improved that 2-point percentage up to 57%, but it's still nowhere near as good as Nizhny Novgorod up at 67%. Nizhny being out rebounding Nymburk, and look at the assists as well. There 13 assists for the visiting side, just 7 for Nymburk. So they have been led quite fantastically by Michael Jenkins, who has 16 points. He's 5 for 6 from the field. Deshaun Booker leading the way for ERA Nymburk. I will leave you with the highlights from the first half, but do make sure you're back in just over 10 minutes time when the second half will be getting underway.
Každý jeden balón. Pojďte na čáru trestného bodu, na střídačku, máme každý 3 pokusy. Dáme Vyřaka, Vojto, pojď. Tak, Matěj začíná, pojďme do toho, zase 3 pokusy na střídačku.
Ruben on Jai. Oh, and a putback jam!
In the corner. Steps back, makes a full over, nothing but net. Well, that is surely got to be a top 5 player in the Champions League.
Damien English not able to score. They pass ahead. Oh, what a slam by Foster. Big time play. Corbin says, I see ya. Throw down off the alley-oop for Chris Dow. He is starting to really have a positive impact for this team.
And now in the race is Crawford with the two-handed jam at the other end. Agiel with the big rejection.
Goodness gracious, what a great game he's having.
Besiktas in their own time, just trying to... Oh! The Kissick exploded and threw it down.
Dangerous pass. Well, they give it the baseline, and Silas goes in. He gets rejected by Pearl. Pearl defensively tonight has a couple of swats, and that one was right out of the top drawer.
And the lane goes, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Retin over Sohan, winning the lane, and he dunks over the entire Manaba. Pavic on a poster. You gotta love it. Well, Retin over Sohan has put on a show this evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Roten left hand with a crushing dunk all over Hapoel Jerusalem right there. Just out of nothing, he took off and threw it down.
So welcome back everyone to the Czech Republic, game day 12 of the regular season of the Basketball Champions League Group C we are focusing on here. And at half-time it is Jare Nymburk 43, Nizhny Novgorod 51. Of course, Nymburk have already guaranteed their spot in the playoffs. They did so by beating Iberostar Tenerife on the road last week, an incredible victory for them. And Nizhny Novgorod are aiming to join them in the playoffs as well. If they win here, then they have a really good chance of doing so. They would need results to go their way elsewhere in this group. But at the moment, it is going pretty well for Nizhny Novgorod. Off the back, really, of one man in particular, Michael Jenkins, who has 16 points to his name. He is 5 for 6 from the field, and that is why Nizhny Novgorod lead by 8. Their biggest lead has been 12, but Nymburk have done a good job of just hanging around so far in this match, and they are still very much in touch. Even though they've qualified through to the playoffs, they will still be wanting to try and win every single game that they have here, try and finish as high up the table as possible, try and guarantee themselves an easier route through the playoffs. It doesn't always work like that, but in theory it should do. And we are off and running again in the second half. Nizhny Novgorod with the opening possession here. No-look pass, and the three is on the way, comes up short. Strong rebound to bring possession under. Here's Wojtek Hruban. 9 points for him in the first half. Foul is called. So another 14 seconds on the clock here. Here's Hruban. Hruban looking to try and get himself going in the second half. Can't get the three to land. And Nizhny Novgorod will gain possession. Nearly was able to steal it from the inbound pass. Nymburk are the only team so far this season to hold opponents to a field goal percentage lower than 40%. Czech team hold opponents to 39% shooting from the floor. But at the moment, Nizhny Novgorod looking to try and better that and some. Try to throw it back outside, but he has it stolen. Steal from Pavel Antipov. Three is off target. Rebound by Deshaun Booker, his third rebound to go with his 10 points. Here is Pavel Pumperla. Pumperla again, that's a nice bounce pass into Zach Hankins, and Hankins makes the two on the reverse. Lovely pass though from Pavel Pumperla. Hankins is up to 9, 4 for 4 from the field so far today as Zach Hankins. Trying to shoot the jumper, no good. Rebound brought under by Hayden Dalton. Now Hruban. Real intensity here about Nymburk. Trying to get themselves back into this game as another two falls from Hayden Dalton. He's up to 7. And that lead is just down to 4 now. Another steal. Nizhny Novgorod, really sloppy start as he throws up the alley-oop, but he's well read. But who's there again? It was Dalton. Just couldn't quite put it in. Dalton has started well. It's a nice pass underneath to Willis. They've stolen it again here, have IARE Nürnberg. Chance to make it a one-possession game. Drives inside, makes the two. To Sean Booker. Terrific aggression and penetration from him. And it is just a two-point game now, as Nürnberg have come flying out of the blocks. They are off to a 6-0 run to start off this third quarter, and Zoran Lukic is not happy.
Šta pokazuješ na drive-u faul? Šta pokazuješ? Jesi tu, bled, više, bre? Aktioru! Aktioru! Don't shoot that, please. This is crazy. Calm down. Read for the big guy in, trailer. Full speed run, you're not running. Too many dribbles, man, into the corner. Waiting through the game shot. You're waiting. You want to there and shoot. Don't wait anything. Hey, we're playing snap with Michael. Plays one-on-one. Let's go.
Yeah, I think not happy was possibly a bit of an understatement. Really sluggish start from Nizhny Novgorod. And it's just a one-possession game. Again, I mentioned right at the start how close a lot of Nizhny Novgorod's games have been in recent months. It looks as though we might well be set for another here. As Willis, beautiful little up fake, makes the 2 and 1. Yeah, 5 of Nizhny's last 8 games have been decided by a margin of just 3 points or less. So it really does just sum up how close their games have been. 2 of their 3 road games included in that little run as well. It's Ruban. Difficult shot. Oh, he gets it to go high up off the glass. What a clever finish that was from Wojtek Ruban. Didn't look as though the shot was on in the end. He's up to 11. Good defense from Dalton. Now Willis. Step back 2, no good. Good hustle as well on the floor. Heavy-handed though around the hoop. They managed to get the offensive rebound again and again. So many second chances here for Nizhny Novgorod. And in the end, the foul is called, and you can hear what the fans make of that. Goes on Ruban, his third, so he's just got to be a little bit careful here. Wojtek Ruban, we know how important he is to this team.
Vychytávání do trestního upravuje na 51-55.
So Michael Jenkins, he's up to 17 points. Throws it out to the corner. Deshaun Bucky did well to close him out there. Yevgeny Baburin. Have they got the steal here, Nizhny Novgorod? No, they haven't. Great hustle on the floor. Out to the corner. The three is on the way. The three is down. Deshaun Booker again. It looked as though they'd lost control of that possession. But the way Deshaun Booker has shot the ball today, just give the ball to him and see what he can do. He's up to 15. 5 for 8 from the field, and Nymburk are back to within 1. Field goals this quarter, just 1 of 9 for Nizhny Novgorod, and another turnover here as well. Here's Hankins. Wojtek Hruban. Hruban drives inside, is fouled. And we'll head to the line, and Nymburk have an opportunity to retake the lead here. Remember, they trailed by 12 at one stage in that second quarter. The second, and we are all tied up, 55 points each. Well, whatever was said at half-time has clearly had the desired effect here, because ERA Nymburk have come out with a real intensity about them in this third quarter. They've outscored Nizhny Novgorod 12 points to 4 so far. Got 4.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Strebkov. Back out to Strebkov. He's just got to get it away with the shot clock down to 2. Can't get it, but they've got the offensive rebound. It's Strebkov actually who grabs his own rebound. A 24-second violation, so it's another turnover for Nizhny Novgorod. How many times have they turned the ball over so far in this second half? $55 points all. Good defense, although it was a little too zealous. I don't think the bucket's going to count, but they have got the foul. So they'll have another 14-second reset here. Jaromir Boacik throws one up, knocks it down, and Nymburk have turned this game on its head. They now lead by 2. Jaromir Boacik is up to 5 points personal now, and Nizhny Novgorod really need to regroup and settle down once more. really let this game get away from them, as the three is no good either. Hankins grabs the rebound. A chance for Nymburk to increase their leads. Biggest lead they've had in this game is 6 so far. Difficult shot from an almost improbable angle there for Dalton. Outside, drives inside, has his shot blocked though, and now the fast break is on down the other end of the floor. It's Jaromir Bojacic. Back-to-back buckets for Bojacic, and Nymburk lead by 4. And this incredible third quarter goes on, having outscored Nizhny Novgorod 16 points to 4, and once again Nizhny called timeout.
Sino, out. Našta to liči plaća jebote Bog. Pa kad ima vidi nešto kad što sine bre. A nema ručno je bre. I kad ima vidi bre. Daješ mječ. Spazam u bre skusina. Gotovo, hajde. Jeste, ja znam da si ti.
Stop, Dalton was there.
Oh, watch out, let's go now. Motion, okay? Post up. If we give on a post up, please watch out the help from the first pass, okay? They're helping pass back, nothing play. So motion, ball down, okay? Next offense, scores up, let's go!
One back, let's go. One back, box out. Keep going.
Just over 2.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Can Nizhny Novgorod just stop the rock right now? Here is Willis. Willis has been quiet in this third quarter so far. Willis trying to shake and bake his way through. Can't get it to go. It's another defensive rebound though. A chance to pull even further ahead. Good defense for him is Deshaun Booker. Booker has looked lively all game, and Booker draws the foul, and he will head to the line and shoot a couple more. 15 points for Deshaun Booker so far today. Chance to make that 17. So Willis, the birthday boy, called on his third foul. Lead is 6, Booker up to 17. 5 for 5 from the foul line so far today. Here is Strebkov. It's a lovely pass. Beautiful bounce pass into the path of Astapkovich. It's Bojacic. Bojacic has had a good third quarter. He's trying to make it even better with the 3. Can't get it to go, and now the fast break is on for Nizhny Novgorod. Good defensive transition, though, from the home side. As Yevgeny Baburin. Well, they just allow him the jump shot. Can't connect with it, though. And now Dalton for another 3. Hayden Dalton up to 10. And the lead is up to 7. The biggest lead that Nymburk have had in this game so far.
čísla 19 oslovuje Ivan Strebko. A ještě jedno střídání tentokrát na straně domácího týmu. Vrátí se Pavel Pumpurla.
So Pavel Pumpurla back on the floor for Nymburk. Final 48 seconds or so in this third quarter. Dalton, the man to make way. Nice pass, completely uncontested 3-all. He'll be disappointed that he didn't make that. Yevgeny Babura, he's got a pretty decent outside shot. Mr. Sean Booker. 12 seconds between the shot and the game clock here. Booker again. Booker pulls up, throws the two, draws the foul. So 10 seconds remain in this third quarter. Drives in, can't get it to go. Is there time for one final bucket? He's just got to throw it up, which he does. And what a third quarter that was from ERA Nymburk. They outscored Nizhny Novgorod 21 points to 6. And at the end of 3, they lead 64 points to 57. Well, Nymburk have got that 2-point field goal percentage all the way up to 60% now. Remember, it was down in the 20 percentile mark after the first quarter, so it's just got better and better as this game has gone on.
Tak činí to poprosím teď stranou, teď jdeme soutěžit. Tak jdeme. To bude krátký. Nevadí, myslím, že nějaká cena do těch podporů na určitě bude. Takže díky, to byla soutěž Sportovo a já připomínám, že Sportovo si máte možnost sadit do konce dnešního utkání v live sáse.
So final quarter just about to get underway. It's Nymburk who leads by 7 by virtue of the fact they outscored Nizhny Novgorod 21 points to 6 in that third quarter. It really was a sloppy way to come out in the second half after playing so well in the first half. Nizhny Novgorod know that a win here would put them in such a good position to qualify for the playoffs. It could even guarantee them a spot in the playoffs, but right now, they're going to have to come back from 7 down. It's a nice start. Jenkins up to the star of the show for Nizhny Novgorod today. It's Jaromir Boacic. Boacic with a little up fake, notes that he couldn't move again. And in the end, foul is called on Boacic. So Martin Klisch picks up his third foul. Nice pass. Willis is there to throw it back down. Big time play from Willis to get the lead back to just a one-possession game now. It's Deshaun Booker. Booker, now the three is on the way. Too much on it. Have they got the offensive rebound? No, they haven't. And now the fast break is on, led by Willis. Willis going coast to coast, looking for his second dunk in about 30 seconds or so. Booker, now the three for Jaromir Boacic, no good. Offensive rebounder from Booker. That's a lovely little fake from Booker, who just drives to the baseline and puts in the two. Booker is up to 19. He's been the star as far as Nymburk are concerned today. This will be a three if it goes completely uncontested. They've got to try and protect the perimeter a bit better than that, have Nymburk. It's Deshaun Booker again. Booker, oh, very nearly had it stolen off him. Now they have got the steal, and now it's just the easiest of twos down the other end of the floor. Michael Jenkins just continues to roll here as Nymburk call timeout.
Let's go! I need 2 minutes. 2 minutes, get recover and get... Hey there! Yeah, guys. Yeah, press, okay, right? I guess. Let's play W. Cuba. One Voita. Right? Hayden. Stop. Right? Right. Hayden, get open. Okay. Sprint. Okay. Voita here. If you top of, cut. Let Boacic come. Let's go. After you pick, look at the basket. Look at him. 1, 2, 3. Keep on. Keep on.
Isn't it, watching the Basketball Champions League here, watching their side that they know they'll be playing European basketball for the next few months at least. It's a three-point game then. Three-point shot is off target, but they've got the offensive rebound. Hankins back out to the corner.
Hráč season 22, Pavel Antikov má druhou osobní chybu.
Throw the alley-oop again. The loose ball finds its way through to a wide shirt. Boacic for three. No good. They've just thrown the ball away. Yes, they have. That is as sloppy as they can get there. Nizhny Novgorod, after getting the miss, just throw the ball out of bounds. But back in possession once again. Wojciech now lining up the two-point shot, just doesn't quite get the roll. It's another offensive rebound by Zach Hankins, and that's a little aggressive. Gonna have to go some to try and get the better of Zach Hankins in a one-on-one, that is for sure. Meters 11 is Hankins, the 23-year-old. 23 years of age himself. It's Brown. Clock is down to 3. Gets a little up fake, but good defense from Nymburk. Be easy to commit the foul there, but they stayed strong.
Hráči hostů s číslem 8, Anton Astakovič má první faul v dnešním utkání.
Doesn't have too much hair left. Really does put his heart and soul into every single match. Wojciech Hruban thinks that it should be Nymburk ball there. Yeah, they have overturned their decision. So Nymburk will keep hold of it. Seconds still on the shot clock, plenty of time. Struggling to find the inbound pass there. Now Wojciech Hruban, this is the man they want shooting the 3, but he can't get it to go. Dry start to this fourth quarter so far for ERA Nymburk. Just 2 points added to their total so far. But offensive foul is called and Nymburk regain possession. Brandon Brown called on the offensive foul. That's a lovely pass from Hruban into Hankins, who makes the 2 and 1. And what a big play that could turn out to be in the context of this game. Great pass from Hruban. And Hankins, so strong, felt the contact, still made the bucket. And stretches the lead to 5 with a free throw coming up as well. Points, 5 for 5 from the field today for Zach Hankins. Great pass back outside. Oh, and a big block though. They've still got 2 seconds left to go. Willis turns, can't get it away. It's a great defensive possession from the home side. And Tuma. Tuma again. 5 minutes to go here. Dalton throws it up, can't get the 3. And Nizhny Novgorod will regain possession. struggling in this quarter, both sides really, but especially Nymburk is 2 for 11 from the fields. They have got the turnover here. That's for Sean Booker. As he stepped out of bounds there, Hayden Dalton.
Poslední střídají odchází hráč číslo 8 Anton Aslantovič. Zpět je z čísla 44 David Maguire.
Dalton near the line. Dalton pulled on the travel, so turnover. Hands and sides. Foul is called on Hankins. Evgeny Baburin back on the floor for Nizhny Novgorod.
Balls on Hankins. On the rebound.
Here. Some appeal for an unsportsmanlike foul. Discussions here, the officials, as to what the decision's going to be. What is it? It is an unsportsmanlike foul that is being called. So they've reviewed the evidence, they've changed their decision. So Nizhny Novgorod will not only have a couple of free throws here, but they will then have possession back once again. So it's a good chance here for the visiting side to try and eat into this 5-point lead.
Dva trestné body provádí Michael Jenkins.
So the lead is back to just a one-possession game, and Nizhny Novgorod, because of the unsportsmanlike foul, will have possession once again here. Now the three-point shot, looking to try and tie this game up, which he does. And Novgorod right back in this game. They take full advantage of that unsportsmanlike foul. Antipov, the man, knocking down the three. Two is no good down the other end of the floor, and a chance for Nizhny to retake the lead here. Really has swung one way and then the other in this game. And the Novgorod led by as many as 12. Then Nymburk led by 7 at the end of the third. It's now Nizhny, who once again that level pegging, 68 points each with 3 minutes and 51 seconds left on the clock. Drives inside and will shoot 2. Michael Jenkins, who has 23 points today, 7 for 9 from the field. Makes them both, so Nizhny Novgorod now lead by 2. Where is this game going? It's Nymburk who have to try and fight back once again. Boacic lining up the 3. They just cannot get a shot to land right now. Really has just dried up so far in this final quarter. Jenkins again. Ruben's really got to be careful now. This is 4th foul for Wojtek Hruban. Confirmation of it there. Both sides have no more fouls to give. As the 3 is on the way, just doesn't get the roll. Defensive rebounds. Bender, and bringing it under his spell. Last touch was off Novgorod, so Nymburk will keep it. And we have 3 minutes exactly left on the clock. Hruban. Hruban has a big pass inside. Couldn't make it though. And again, Novgorod with the opportunity here to try and stretch into a 2-possession game. Just trying to slow things down. Play at their own tempo. Willis sets the screen. Extra pass out to the corner. Little up fake. Throws it back outside. Great ball movement this. And Brandon Brown. That would have been a brilliant team play if that had gone down. Have got the offensive rebound though. Another chance, although terrible ball handling, just gifts possession straight back to Nymburk. Michael Jenkins hasn't done too much wrong today. Sean Booker. Back outside to Booker. Booker for 3. And Nymburk lead again. DeShawn Booker, who has been their shining light so far in this game. He's up to 22. And Nymburk lead by 1. Under 2 minutes to go. And then he's lost possession and the decision goes Nymburk's way. So the home side will have the ball back here and a chance to try and stretch this 1-point lead. I just had a feeling that this was going to be close. It's another game that's going to go right down to the wire for Nizhny Novgorod. He's sick and tired of this happening. He's guaranteed his entertainment with the Russian side. Last touch was off Nymburk this time, or was it? Home side seem fairly adamant this should be their ball. They are just going to have a bit of a consultation here, the officials. just going to have a look at this. It's important that they get these kind of decisions right. Could be the difference between winning and losing, really, with just a minute and 25 seconds left. Just look that the last touch might have been off.
Na příští utkání basketbalové ligy mistrů zde na Karlovce se hraje 4. února 18:30 minut. Přivítáme řecké Pakistany. Tak přijďte opět podpořit Nymburk v cestě do osmifinále basketbalové ligy
exactly the same time. Look, from that angle, it looks as though the last touch is off the hand of Michael Jenkins. See with the amount of time that it's taking them to come to this decision, just how close it is. Still undecided. They really just got to stick with their first decision. So from the reverse angle, it looks more as though it came off Michael Jenkins' arm. Just there, it looks like it was off Jenkins. Well, there's only so many times that they can look at this. If they don't know, then surely they've just got to stick with the original decision. So, being made to wait a little patiently here. The decision has gone the way of Nymburk. So after all of the waiting, at least the fans, or most of the fans here, got the decision they wanted. It certainly looked that way. The inbound pass is a good one as well, or he couldn't put it in, but it is tipped back in. And they have got the two to lead by 3. And we're coming up to the final 60 seconds or so. Drives inside, can't get the finish, but they've got the offensive rebound with Yevgeny Baburin. It's a nice pass from Baburin, and the 2 is good. So Nizhny climb back to within just 1. Willis makes the shot. 14 points for Willis today. Every possession so important now. Of course, there's still the option of overtime, potentially. We've got the offensive rebound. Good work on the glass there to tip it back to his teammate. Now Wojtek Hruban. 7 seconds left to try and shoot here. Hruban makes the 2. He is the man who they want shooting the shot right now, Wojtek Hruban. He's up to 14. The lead is 3. There is 4 seconds between the shot and the game clock. Brandon Brown. Michael Jenkins. Jenkins shooting the 3, comes up way short. And now they're going to have to intentionally foul, which they do. And now it is Nymburk who are in control with 8.9 seconds to go. Can't really blame Michael Jenkins, the game that he's had today, 25 points, just deciding to take on that 3. He was a long way out, though. And now, Zach Hankins is at the line. Can't make the first. Now, this is an important one. Just stretch the lead to 4. At least it makes it a 2-possession game, but just 3 keeps Nizhny Novgorod in touch, but he does make the second. And he puts them 4 points ahead as Nizhny Novgorod call timeout.
And you're waiting for the screens? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You lost 10 seconds for nothing. You shoot through the gates. Hey! So what do you want? Stay again. 5-4. Buba with the ball over there. So we have this one. Current corner. Our shooter to this pass. Go in, Pasha, say nothing. 5 seconds screen for the shooter. Shoot, slip, ball. We scored. Immediately foul. No attention. Let's go.
He's not a happy man, is he? They need a quick make here. And they need to foul. Try and get the steal, and then if they can't, foul quickly. First things first, get a make. Michael Jenkins shoots the 3, comes up short. Jenkins catches his own rebound, throws it back outside. Now Burin for 3. Can't get this one to go either, and that will be that as the buzzer goes. And Nymburk continue their incredible form in the Basketball Champions League this season. They've already guaranteed their spot in the playoffs, and they beat Nizhny Novgorod here tonight, 76 points to 72. It was a good opportunity for Nizhny Novgorod to try and guarantee their spot in the playoffs as well. They're still looking good, even with the defeat this evening. But unfortunately, they will have to still go into next week with the decision that could still go either way. But it really was an intriguing game, one that at one stage looked like it was definitely going to be Nizhny Novgorod's, then it looked like it was going to be Nymburk's. Then Novgorod fought back again before Nymburk eventually taking it in the final few seconds there. And they stay right on the coattails of Iberostar Tenerife in Group C. As we have a look at the stats, well, Nymburk just shot the 2 better than Nizhny Novgorod. They shot the 3 better. Both sides struggled really from beyond the arc today. They were out-rebounded, Nymburk. Nizhny did a good job on the glass, 44 rebounds, 18 assists as well. And there was a few standout performances from either player. Booker for Nymburk, who finished with 22, and Jenkins for Nizhny Novgorod, who finished with 25. The crowd have just loved coming to watch them play this season. Remember, we still have 2 more game days remaining in the regular season. Next week, ERA Nymburk are on the road. They play Mornar Bar next Tuesday. And as for Nizhny Novgorod, well, a couple of weeks coming up is slightly more important, really, than Nymburk's, because they still have to try and guarantee their playoff spot. And next week they play next Wednesday at home against Gaziantep before finishing off their season with an away game against Beth Riga. So that is what is happening next week. But it's another great win for ERA Nymburk here this evening. They have beaten Nizhny Novgorod only just by 4 points, 76 points to 72. We hope that you've enjoyed the game today and hope that you can join us again tomorrow and next week as well. But from all of us here in the Czech Republic, it's good night.
Ty vole, pěkně to jsem ukroutil s těma zádama, ty vole, začali a já nejdu. To se podešlo s tím nic dělat, jo. Ten bubičník, ty vole, to je úplně ten kanon, vole, takhle vyvrácená ruka. To je sprdeli prostě. Ty možná sedět, ať jste to. Ne, to by zase byl, ale jako... Ne, o to nejde, jako jde o to, že ty to točí jeden z ruky, že jo, ale budu stát, takhle na židle. Tak vole, ne, to je černý.
Můžeš mluvit.
Jiří Velš zhodnotí právě skončený zápas na Královce, kdy Nymburk přehrál Nižný Novgorod slušným výsledkem, slušným výkonem ve druhém poločasu. Jirko, zápas z tvého pohledu?
Z mého pohledu velice zajímavý a atraktivní a basketbalově kvalitní zápas. Po úvodních minutách jsem předpovídal, že uvidíme vyrovnanou koncovku, to se naplnilo. Zápas dvou rozdílných poločasů, ten první kontroloval hostující tým, lepší exekucí v útoku, lepší kontrolu útočné